What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are bringing you guys Orb Regieleki for ranked Regulation G. Now, in our previous video, we showcased Regidrago, and we actually showcased that Pokemon really well. Dominated, grabbed ourselves a winning record. So when I was looking through my rental codes, I seen Regieleki, I was just like, let's do it. Let's go Regidrago and Regieleki back to back. Now, Regieleki right here, like I already mentioned, rocking the Life Orb as an item to make it do a ridiculous amount of damage. On top of that, it has the Transistor ability with the Ice Terror type. For moves, it's got E-Web, Protect, Terra Blast, and Volt Switch. Really do like this moveset on this speedy, fast Pokemon. Now, other cool Pokemon on today's team, we got Umbreon and Charizard. Charizard is going to work well in the sun with his Choice Scarf, and Umbreon is going to be a great support Pokemon with Inner Focus, Leftovers, Yawn, Snarl, Foul Play, and Moonlight. Our final three Pokemon are going to be Incineroar and then the Sun combo of Groudon and Venusaur. Groudon's got Sword Stance to set up that physical attack stat, and Venusaur is a great speedy Pokemon in the sun that can put Pokemon to sleep with Sleep Powder. Guys, want to run the team for yourself? Rental code is at the top right hand corner, and if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Orb Regieleki in ranked Regulation G. Let's get after it, ladies and gentlemen. Groudon versus Kyogre here. And I know previously when I used Groudon, I told you guys that I need a break from it, but I can't turn down this team. Groudon, really annoying for me. I miss Precipice Blades all the time, so hopefully RNG will turn around and we can actually land some attacks in this video. But again, going up against Kyogre and Tornadus, a really strong, powerful combo with Urshifu. They also have Shenpao. They're rocking out with Hard Flame Ogerpon, which they might bring, they might not. And then last but not least, they have Amoonguss. Now, Regieleki is a very solid lead for us. I really like this Pokemon, especially because I can Volt Switch Pivot, I can E-Web for Speed Control, I can do a lot. So both of them are definitely going to be my lead. I could also lead it with like Incineroar, just so I can fake out and maybe just like Volt Switch Pivot into like Sunlight if I have to. I just feel like we have a few different options when it comes to these guys. But Incineroar is only going to be good if we win the Weather War. That's really it. I could go Umbreon and maybe just snarl around with Foul Plays and all that. It's not too bad for us. At Yawn as well. You know what? We're going to go Umbreon here with Groudon and Venusaur. It's either Groudon, Venusaur, Groudon, Charizard, and I'm leaning towards Venusaur here. Let's do it. Groudon and Venusaur. I like it. I like this lead for us. Umbreon and Regieleki. Let's get after it. I can E-Web, I can Snarl. They do end up going into Kyogre and Tornadus. I just think that E-Web Snarl is probably our play. I mean, it could be tough news for us. Let's see. It might just be better off just swapping into Sunlight, right? He ends up going into these two, which is fine. Which is totally fine. Totally fine. Definitely want to Foul Play this, what's it called? I might just Protect you. I mean, you do have a ton of speed, but at the same time, they're probably popping Tailwind. Could definitely get out of hand. 277. Oh my lord. That's a lot of speed, man. That's a lot of speed. E-Web would work beautiful, but again, I think they just go for Tailwind. And then on top of this, they just go for a an Ivy Cudgel into probably a Regieleki slot. So I think from here, just doing this is definitely our play. Just going into a Foul Play. I could have yawned them and then maybe just like protect it next turn, but I just think this is a solid play for us. So let's see if they set up the Tailwind. Yep. Which is why I want to protect the Regieleki, and I think that they're going to go for Ivy Cudgel into this slot. Is that a correct statement? Yep, it is. Alright. So now we're still sitting in a tough predicament where it's just like, dude, they have a lot of speed here. Ivy Cudgel does a ridiculous amount of damage, but Foul Play going to chunk up some big time damage. So, I mean, from here, I'm going to try to Volt Switch Pivot into this slot, and I'm also going to try to Foul Play here. Now, let's see how this actually turns out, because again, they got some speed right now. They do have some speed right now. So let's see, they might even Spiky Shield up this Ogerpon after seeing how much damage that Foul Play just did. They might Spiky Shield. They might even swap it. You never know, but I'm Volt Switching on top of this, which is good because I'd rather have my Regieleki in for late game. 277 speed's no joke. It's no joke. So let's see what they want to do here. Gonna end up withdrawing the Ogerpon. Good call on my end. Good call on my end, just to stay in here and attack. Alright, so they're gonna end up hard swapping into Urshifu. Urshifu is going to take this, man, I should have E-Web there. E-Web definitely shouldn't have play. I could hard swap into Groudon here. They have Foul Play launching into this Urshifu slot, which should do okay damage. It's not very effective, but yeah, okay damage. That's okay damage. E-Web should have been the play there. I could go into Ice Terror type. We can't really protect here. I could definitely see a Rain Dance flying here, which is very, very rough for me. So let's go into Venusaur and do a hard swap. I mean, I'm wasting out Tailwind turns right now. The thing is, we know they're going to go for a Rain Dance, I believe, and just go for water attacks into this slot. That could be very, very rough for us. I'm just gonna hard swap. No, I can't hard swap into ground. I'm just gonna hard swap into Venusaur here. And then on top of this, just yawn this Pokemon. Alright. So nice little yawn turn here. Into my Venusaur. They're wasting out Tailwind pretty good here. And who just ended up trying to go for a Protect here? Is that Urshifu? Who just went for a Protect? That had to have been, what's it called? That had to have been Tornadus. Yeah, Tornadus goes for double Protect here. Thinking I'm attacking it. I end up hard swapping. I end up throwing a yawn onto the field. Okay, not bad. Not bad for us. Now it's time to just, honestly, just attack this. Actually, we could just put you to sleep. Which I am going to end up trying to do. So I'm going to try to put him to sleep. And I'm just going to foul play this slot and chip up a bit more damage. Actually, I'm going to Snarl. I'm just going to Snarl here. I would like to put this Tornadus to sleep just because of the sheer fact that we can, he can't pop a Tailwind, but he could go for Bleakwood Storm. A few different options for him. But there's a swap here. We are going for Snarl in case you swap into Kyogre here. And I'm hoping it's Kyogre rather than Ogerpon. And it is going to be Ogerpon. I was going to foul play that slot. The Taunt's going to end up flying. It's a smart call on his end. He can end up launching another Tailwind, and I can sacrifice my Venusaur for this Ogerpon pretty much. The Snarl's going to launch here. We pretty much know this thing's moveset. Protect. What do you have? Protect, Tailwind, Taunt, and probably Bleakwind. So you don't have Rain Dance, which is great news for us. I am taunted. I am going to go for just like a Weather Ball here into this slot. And I am just going to go for a Foul Play KO. The Spiky Shield launches. That's fine by me. Tornadus, what are you doing here? Going for Bleakwind? Or are you resetting his Tailwind? Neither. So Weather Ball launches into the slot. How much damage are you chipping? Just a tiny bit. Hurricane flies and ends up landing. So you don't even have Bleakwind. You're ripping with Hurricane. Okay. That's fine by me. So Foul Play is going to fly here. We do have Snarl. We did Snarl that thing down, so it's -1. I could go into Groudon if I want to and force out this. I could force out this Tornadus. But our play from here is definitely just go into Regieleki and protect it. And then just go Foul Play. And KO this Ogerpon. Because again, we're sitting in the same predicament that we were in the beginning. Where they can just Tailwind, they can outspeed me. And then they can just, you know, Ivy Cudgel this Regieleki. That's really where I'm sitting at. So I'm just going to protect you. I'm just going to go for a Foul Play and look for his KO. They might even hard swap, and they are going to hard swap. Back into Urshifu, probably. Yeah, I should just went for E-Web. Could be Kyogre. It could definitely be Kyogre, but I think they're waiting for it. Yeah, it's going to be Urshifu. So protect on the Regieleki. I should just E-Web, man. I should just E-Web. Are they going for Hurricane or Tailwind here? Tailwind launches. Alright, So they don't have Rain Dance. Honestly, hard swapping maybe Umbreon here. Just to get off an E-Web. It might be my play. Knowing you don't have Rain Dance now. Kind of sounds like my play. So let's do it. So I'm going to swap here. They're probably going for Surging Strikes. What are chances my Regieleki outspeeds the Urshifu? What are chances here? Slim, right? Very, very slim. So Umbreon's here just being a pester. We're going to throw it in the back end here. We kind of have to make a move here, considering we should have made a read a couple turns ago, at least with like E-Web or like knowing that they're going to swap that Ogerpon. Because we know their team now. We know they have Kyogre. They're kind of just playing the Weather War against us. Let's see what they want to do here. They end up hard swapping. I finally bring out my Groudon, and we get a Weather War going. Let's do it, baby. Let's get Weather War going. Get this Groudon out here. So bringing out the Drought, just so my Regieleki doesn't die out the Surging Strikes here. And he's going to actually U-turn pivot. Real question is, are you U-turn pivoting into Kyogre? So I'm E-Webbing. I'm E-Webbing here, which actually wouldn't be too bad for me. which actually wouldn't be too shabby for me. I'm E-webbing. Is this Kyogre? Or is it Ogerpon? It's Kyogre, so good U-turn on their end, but nonetheless, we still get off a big-time E-web. And we're outspeeding this Tornadus, which is great news. We might even outspeed the Kyogre at this point. He goes for Hurricane here, which is landing 100% in the ring. Okay, so that's not bad. I could protect and hard swap. Are you kidding me? I really get confused. So I'm pretty much forced to protect hard swap. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to protect. I am going to end up hard swapping just so I can get weather later. And this is where the match starts to happen. It starts to happen right here. So I have E-Web out here, which is really, really good. Honestly, my Regieleki might be fast on the field. 277? He's cooking. He's cooking right now. He is cooking right now with speed. Flying. Flying on the speed board. But they still have Tera type, which we might end up seeing popping right here. Might be a grass Tera type. And honestly, if they go into grass Tera type, I'm thinking I might just terrestrialize my Regi and ice Tera Blast next turn. That's really where I'm at. That's really what I'm looking at right now. Alright, let's see. It's grass. It's ground. That's fine. Ice super effective into that too. So there's that. Protect comes out from Tornadus. That's fine. I'm protecting Regieleki. This is a solid first matchup. This is a solid first matchup. I protect my Regi. Ice Tera Blast. Gotta be the play here. Gotta be the play. I'm just gonna go for ground Tera Blast. You wanna play Tera Blast? I'll play Tera Blast. I think my Regieleki should outspeed him. I'm almost certain it does. I'm almost certain it outspeeds. Because you're -1. There's no way you're choiced. And then you have Tailwind up. But this could legit beat the game. If I go Tera Blast here for the KO. And then on top of that, just Snarl across the board. Because Snarl should KO this Tornadus here as well. This could be a big play for us. If we pick up a double KO and then have Groudon out with the Sunlight. I mean, Ogerpon in the back end. Looking definitely scary. But he ends up withdrawing here. And he's going to go into Urshifu maybe? Ogerpon's going to launch out here. So Ogerpon comes out here. Tailwind's going to end this next turn. So if they protect, we'll just have speed next turn. Let's see what they want to do here. Let's see their play call. Let's see what they want. Because my boy Regieleki on the field. My boy Regieleki on the field. Ice Tera type. Tera Blast flying out here. They should KO. They should KO. If it doesn't KO, I'm going to be very upset. The plays we're making are really well right now. There we go. Kyogre's gone. We get a crit. I probably should have foul played this slot, to be honest with you. Just because foul play would have KO'd. But I was kind of just like in preparation of if Kyogre doesn't die, right? Now we're sitting here. Tailwind not only ends here, but Ivy Cudgel doesn't do a lot of damage in the rain. That's good. But they can bring back out Tornadus if they want to. I'm just going to go for a Snarl and an E-Web, or do I just protect Regieleki here? I think just protecting Regieleki and going for a Snarl is most likely my play, because Umbreon can eat up whatever shot besides Surging Strikes. So if they go into Urshifu, we'll attack with Regieleki. If they go into Tornadus, we won't attack with Umbreon. Or we won't attack with Regieleki. And they end up choosing Tornadus. This is a fine play for me. This is where we just protect you. And we just go into a Snarl here for double KO. Actually, you could go for Horn Leech here. Ooh, this could be a little rough. So I protect the Regieleki here. We're going to see a Tailwind attacking the Regi slot. And it just ends up just Spiky Shielding. That's fine by me. You're setting up Tailwind? You are going to set up Tailwind. So Tailwind pops out here. This is a great match. I'm hoping Regi could still just outspeed, right? I don't know if it can outspeed this Ogerpon. That's my issue. Actually can't outspeed this Urshifu. This is a great match. That last Tailwind turn might have just took the cake here. Might just hard swap in the Groudon here. Yawn that Urshifu. You have Citrus Berry, which is good. I'm gonna do that. I am going to yawn the Urshifu. I could go for Snarl and just look for KO. Thing is, if I KO this Ogerpon here, I'm trying to think. If I KO this Ogerpon here, no, I should just foul play this Ogerpon, right? Yeah. I'm cool with this. I'm gonna foul play this Ogerpon, especially because it's just protected. Because what I'm thinking here is they can probably KO my, or they'll probably deal damage into this Groudon slot, maybe even KO it. But if I can KO this Ogerpon, turn this into a 2v1, I could eventually just like yawn to Urshifu, and then kind of just play it slow and drawn out. But I'm gonna bring out the Drow. I doubt he's going for Ivy Cudgel in the rain right here. Close Combat actually launches. What a call! What a call! Are you doubling down into? Are you doubling down into Umbreon? That'd be brutal for me. That would definitely be brutal. And you are. What a call on their end. What a call on their end. That might have just won the game. That probably just won him the game. What a call. Oh man, that hurts. That hurts the soul here. That hurts the soul with that call. That probably just won him the game. Unless I could dodge a Power Whip. How many turns left to Tailwind? 2. Oh man. What a call on their end. I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him all day. We're going to go for Blades here. We're just going to go for E-Web. Simple. Simple. Let's see how we do here. Close Combat flies. We die out to that. Can we dodge a Power Whip? What a first match, though. Great read on their end to kind of do that and double down to Umbreon, which I didn't think was happening. So I thought they were just going to go into like a Surging Strikes and just attack Regieleki through a Protect if I was going to Protect. Let's see. Ivy Cudgel launches into Sunlight, and that's going to KO us. Smart call to go for Ivy Cudgel. GG's. GG's. What a first match to get this video started. Long drawn out match number 1. We ended up losing, but nonetheless, great content for you guys. Let's go hop into our second match. Match number 2 on its way. Would love to grab ourselves a win here and bounce back here in match number 2. We're going up against Ice Rider Calyrex. They also have Entei. They're rocking out with Urshifu, and then they got Raging Bolt, Landorus, and Whimsicott. Now, unlike normal Ice Rider Calyrex teams, this team isn't stacked with Trick Room users, right? Or like Trick Room Pokemon, Pokemon that thrive out in Trick Room. So I'm kind of thinking this is a faster kind of Calyrex set. So it could definitely get out of hand. But I mean, Sunlight's looking really good for us. I could just go into like Groudon here, alongside with maybe like Regieleki, or just lead it with Venusaur, which honestly wouldn't be too bad for me. They could go into Tailwind. I could just go into Regieleki and just start E-Webbing down. I think that's going to be more semi-play. So I'm going to go Regieleki alongside with Groudon right off the rip. Could honestly bring Char. You know what? That sounds a little bit better for me. I'm going to sit here and lie. We're going to go Groudon Char with Regieleki in the back end. And last but not least, either Incineroar or Venusaur. I'm kind of leaning towards just like this Venusaur here. Actually, Incineroar. It's got to be Incineroar. And the reason I say that is because Ice Rider Calyrex. Like, Incineroar is just like a perfect counter to it. Like, its typing's phenomenal. It's got the dark moves that's super effective into the Psychic. And it works well because, you know, you can intimidate and kind of force them if they don't have Clear Amulet. Clear Amulet's so good. I love that item. I love the items that they added into this game, right? I love Clear Amulet. I love the Cobra Cloak. I love the Loaded Dice. They just all work so well. They really do. I end up going into Calyrex alongside with Whimsicott, which is totally fine. I mean, I can easily just Terastallize my Groudon if I want to. We'll most likely see a Tera type from Calyrex here. I'm curious to see if it's water, right? Curious to see if it's water. But I have to Terastallize you. Oh, you only have Stellar Tera type. It's a little rough on your end, dude. I'm gonna hard swap into Incineroar at this point. So Incineroar's gonna hard swap. I could go Fire Tera if I want to. I'm kind of leaning towards it, but not really. I just don't think wasting my Teras to call here. I'm gonna swap here and hope that he's not Clear Amulet. That'd be really good, but Groudon without Fire Tera is really rough here. Stellar Tera seems cool just for damage boost, but eating up a Glacial Lance here does not sound too good for me. Especially because I don't think they're going for Trick Room. Again, I think this is a speedier Calyrex. I got the Chewy Scarf onto my Charizard, which is nice, and I'm outspeeding, so this is big time damage here. Yep, big time damage. Hot start for us here in match number 2. So I just get rid of him, and Whimsicott Focus Sash up. Beautiful. Beautiful. We love it. So if I can just waste out some Tailwind turns at this point, I have Fake Out ready to roll. We should be fine with Regieleki and Groudon in late game. Alright, next Pokemon comes out here. It is Raging Bolt. The Bolt of Raging. So I'm just going to fake it out this turn and just go for another Heat Wave. Some choice into it. So Fake Out, Bop, Heat Wave, send it, let it fly. I might even Terastallize Charizard next turn. Ends up just protecting Raging Bolt. Simple smart call. That's fine. I could hard swap in the Groudon because I could just go for like Thunderclap here. Probably really curious to see how I outsped, but I had the Choice Scarf working wonders. So Moonblast launches, nothing crazy. It does end up getting a crit. kind of sad news. Heat Wave's gonna fly here. And can you take out the Whimsy? And I think we missed it. Of course we missed it. Of course we missed it. Alright, that is what it is. At this point, I'm just gonna go into Darkest Lair here. And I am just gonna hard swap into Groudon. Just because I believe the electric moves flying into the slot. I'm just gonna get rid of Whimsicott and kind of play off with this Raging Bolt afterwards. Groudon's gonna pop out here. Show me Thunderclap. Yep. Thunderclap. Failing up against my Groudon. Moonblast gonna launch here and chip up a little bit more damage, and it doesn't trigger my Citrus Berry, which really sucks. I'm like 1 HP away from triggering my Citrus Berry that I really want. Okay, now I have Groudon on the field. I could Stellar Terror type if I want to, but I might just protect and waste out Tailwind turns. That might just be my play. Let's see who the final Pokemon is. Who you got? This little annoying booger. I do have Ghost Terror, but is that really gonna help me? How many turns are left in Tailwind? Let's see. 2? 1? 1. Yeah, just protect Groudon. Let's just protect Groudon, try to get off as much damage as I can with Flare Blitz. And then eventually we could just get out Regieleki and Ice Tera and rip up into this Tornadus and pretty much call game. We're going to see Terra type launch from him. Now I wonder if it's into this. I'm hoping it's into Raging Bolt. It is. Cool. So I can still Ice Tera and rip up into this, what's it called? I can just rip up into this Tornadus. Not Tornadus, Landorus. I keep calling Tornadus, or I keep calling Landorus Tornadus. I've been doing it for multiple months now. You guys probably noticed it. Landorus just protecting. He goes for Earth Power into the slot. Double down the Groudon? You let me get off a free Flare Blitz? Or double down the Groudon. Free Flare Blitz into Sunlight. I'll take it all day. And I'll take the Recoil. And I'll take my Citrus Berry, finally. My well-deserved Citrus Berry. The Flare Blitz flies, bringing you down the red HP. Really, really good. Probably our best bet here is just to double down into Lando and go from there. Cool. So I'll go for Flare Blitz. I will just end up going for a Rock Slide just so we can actually maybe land an attack here. Because I don't land many Precipice Blades. But I like where we're sitting. I like where we're sitting. Again, we have the Regieleki. We got the speed factor. We have the Charizard in the back end, even though the Sunlight is going to be gone. Blast Burn can still do nice damage. But Thunderclap flies. He ends up going into Earth Power, probably. And can we land this Rock Slide? That's all I asked for. Wow, that damage is absurd. That damage is absurd. Oh, and actually, you had the Citrus Berry this whole time. Why did I think the Incineroar had the Citrus Berry? That works even better for us. The Rock Slide does connect. We don't miss it. I'm able to take out Lando, no problem. Cool. So Lando's gone. Our Sunlight is going to fade, which really sucks. I really want it. Photosynthesis is gone for him. He's going to get a little bit of leftovers HP. Or no, he's going to get his booster energy out. Special attack heightened. Special attack heightened. How much I want to use Blast Burn. We're just going to slow this thing down a little bit. I still have Terror type. I think saving it for Charizard has got to be our play, right? Just in case it comes down to that slot where it's just like a one-on-one, I need a little bit of damage, I can always just Terrestrialize my my Charizard. So I'm just going to E-Web him just to make sure speed turns into our favor. And I'm just going to go for a Swords Dance here. Not a Swords Dance. Actually, no. We're just going to start chipping up damage. Blades, can you land for me? Can you land for me? Let's see. Ends up just protecting it. Wow, Swords Dance. What's the play call? That would have been awesome. We're going to go for that. So he ends up just protecting. I don't really know what he's wasting out. I think he's just trying to get a read on what I'm trying to do here. Special attack is heightened right now. Dragon Pulse might KO me. Nice little E-Web's going to launch here. Now I'm just going to rip another Blades. E-Web's slowing him down a little bit and doing great damage. Beautiful damage, Regieleki. A Volt Switch should probably KO next turn. But hopefully this Blades just does it. Let's see. Yep, and it's enough. So beautiful match number 2. Like I said, we were looking to bounce back. That's exactly what we did. Dominated this Ice Rider Calyrex team. Now we're sitting 1-1. Let's go hop to our third. Look for that 2-1 winning record. Final match on its way, and this honestly looks like a tough one for us. They not only have Mewtwo, but they have Lilligant, who thrives out in the sunlight. They also got Torkoal. You can see that lead definitely getting out of hand. But who should we lead and how should we get after this? I mean, Incineroar's not bad. Miraidon, I'm definitely terrified of. Regieleki's not bad here as well. Just because it could potentially outspeed that Lilligant. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Incineroar Regieleki's probably our best bet here, right? Yeah, let's go Incineroar Regieleki just so we can fake out, maybe slow down the competition if we have to. I like that. We will bring Groudon in the back end, and last but not least, it's either Charizard or Umbreon. It's either Charizard or Umbreon. Actually, Venusaur's not too bad here, but I mean, You have to focus out. Let's go Venusaur here. Let's get Venusaur going. Let's get Venusaur going. Let's get it going here. So we're sitting 1-1. Would love to grab ourselves that 2-1 winning record here. I don't know. This one seems like it's going to be a bit tougher just because of like the team comp they have. It's like our whole thing is like sunlight, but then they also have like Lilligant who can thrive out in that sunlight. And then Miraidon's obviously like one of the best Pokemon, if not the best Pokemon in Regulation G. So we're also like balancing out Lilligant and the Miraidon. So it's just like we have to play up against both of them. They're gonna end up going into Lilligant and Torkoal here, which is fine by me. I think this is just like we should probably just go into E-Web alongside with Fake Out. And I don't know, no, we have to Fake Out you. I was gonna say, do I just like attack? Yeah, let's just attack here. Because I'm scared of the fact that they can just go into like maybe Protect with Torkoal and then like Sleep Powder Regieleki. That could be annoying. But this is gonna be my play. This is gonna be my play. He ends up withdrawing right here. And he's going to hard swap into who? Miraidon, which is totally fine because I get this speed drop onto it. And then maybe I can just like Ice Tera and rip a Tera Blast. Something that he won't be expecting. So this isn't a bad turn for us. Not a bad turn. You're going to end up hard swapping both of them and saving the 2 for later. That's fine. So I get this speed drop into both of these guys. Only into one of them. Fake Out launches. Right now, Regieleki's still fastest on the field. I gotta go Ice Tera here. I have got to go Ice Tera. You have a Jetpack. What is going on here? What is going on here? Speed drop doesn't really do anything. We just wasted a Jetpack. He's gonna bring back out the Turtle. This is kind of rough for me, going into Ice Tera. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send Ice Tera here. I'm gonna send Ice Tera and just try to get rid of this Lando. If I lose my Regieleki to a fire move, which is most likely gonna happen, it is what it is. But getting rid of this Lando is pretty big for us. I have Groudon on him for late game. I have my Venusaur out here in the sunlight, which is nice. And Turtle protects here. That's good. Good news for us. Great news for us. Great news for us. Tera Blast. Bye-bye, Lando. You weren't expecting the ice move, baby. 4 times super effective. Get it on my face. See you later. Regieleki's popping today. He's popping today. Regieleki popping today. Absolutely popping today. Darkest Slayer gonna get blocked. And we'll see if they want to go back into Lilligant here, which is most likely what's gonna happen here. Most likely what's gonna happen. There it is. Lilligant's gonna come back out here. I think now we just simply protect the Regieleki and we just go into either a Flare Blitz or a U-turn. Let's just focus Ash, just puppy up. We're gonna go into Flare Blitz. We'll protect you, and we'll slow play this. All right, so we'll end up seeing a Tera type on their end, most likely just a Fire Tera type from Torkoal. Yep, just looking to do as much damage as it possibly can. Pretty normal, pretty standard Torkoal things going on here. And I just protect my Ice-type Pokemon. My now Ice-type Regieleki. Cool. After you flies here, you're going to go for Eruption. My boy Incineroar going to be able to soak this. And we're going to be able to get off a Flare Blitz and probably just Focus Ash up this Pokemon here. How many turns are left in Sunlight? Maybe 2? Wow, Incineroar soaks really well. That's great news to see. That's great news to see. We'll say bye-bye to you. Oh, wow. You're not Focus Ashed? Pristine. Now we're sitting in a perfect position where I could just rip up some damage into Miraidon. Or honestly, just double down into Torkoal. I think double down into Torkoal is probably our best bet. Just because Miraidon could protect here. Thinking that we're going to go for an Ice move here. And at this point, I could just double down into this slot with Volt Switch. Do I E-Web? You know what? Let's E-Web. I think you're going to protect. I'm going to Volt Switch. I'm going to pivot out of here. Yeah. Oh my lord. Come on now. Like up today's video. We are on fire. We are on fire with the reads. Volt Switch pivoting, doing beautiful damage. Not just good damage, beautiful damage. And they turn off their console. Just how I want to end today's video. A nice little rage quit. 2-1 winning record. Come on, man. That deserves a like. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, get on top of that. We go 2-1 for today's video. Killing it with Life Orb Regieleki. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Killing it with Regidrago in last video. Killing it with Regieleki in today's video. Regieleki was phenomenal. Phenomenal, to say the least. E-Web going crazy, slowing down the competition. Ice Tera Blast was MVP of today's video. And then Volt Switch just getting his job done. We got to use a little bit of Umbreon, got to use some Charizard, a little bit of Incineroar, a little bit of Venusaur, a little bit of Groudon. This video had it all. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, make sure you leave a like on it. And if you're new here, click that big red subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread positivity today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.